Hey, everybody. Okay, we are on. We have a couple, we just about 6 o'clock, right? We have a few people on, so hello to everybody. Hello, everybody. Matt, hello. How are you, sir? We're just going to give it a couple of minutes and let the numbers go up a bit. Hi, Casey. Hello. Oh, Kelsey? I'm so sorry. I have my thing is very small. I need to magnify that in some way because it's really little. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Hey, everybody. We're just going to give everybody just a minute to get logged in. And then we are going to start having some fun. We have so much to talk about. It's crazy how much stuff has been going on behind the scenes. Good evening. Good evening. Hello, hello. I hope this is a good time. I'm not sure, weekends and what people are doing versus not doing and all that. So I'm not sure if this is a great time for everybody to, come out and watch the show. I don't know. I don't know if like a Wednesday night would be better or something like that along those lines. Brandon has another private movie request. Okay. I'll be waiting. I just had a couple of really good ones and we will be talking about it. I gotta go grab that clip. Yeah, let's put that in here. Oh, preview. Not supposed to see that yet. Ah, sneak peek. I am catching one of these for the first time. Yay! Thank you so much for coming out, Crafty. That's awesome. By the way, I don't clap like that. Like this whole I'm trying to be quiet for all of you because my claps, I'm told, are deafening. So I've been yelled at by my wife for being too loud when I clap. So I have to make this like little tiny clap for you guys so you're not deaf. Yes, a little golfer clap. You're right. You love the t-shirt? Well, that's one of the things we are going to be talking about. Uh Ryan, I already watched Blast from the Past, and it is already on Patreon as a full reaction. It's in the not on YouTube category. Brandon got one of the early hoodies. So that's awesome, Brandon. I hope it fits well. Oh, Dumbledore clap. Oh, I should look into that. I can't remember. Was his like this? I don't remember. I'll have to look in the Dumbledore clap. Okay, we're getting we got about 20 subscribers, 25 people jumping on. So we will get started. One of the things we are doing is we are promoted. So we actually got another box from trytreats.com. And if anybody's interested, I know Brandon did it. I know somebody else did it as well. You get a 15% discount if you do want to do Try Treats. And Try Treats is every single month they send you a box from a different country, right? And it's just a bunch of different treats from a completely different country every single month. And it's just for you to try out the culture and see what the stuff is like. Last time I think we got like Singapore, and I liked about half and I didn't like the other half. It was very 50-50. And so I am interested to see who we get this time. Let me get the box. We also have a bunch of you know, a Q&A to do. We've got unboxings to do. There's like so much stuff. So we're going to be keeping everybody busy for a while. So here's my box. Oh, that, look at, it's green. So you can see right through me. Okay. I opened it early because I wanted to be able to give you guys like a picture of what my treats are. And here's the interesting thing. The country is Japan, which I just got back from in February. That's where my son and I went together, is to Japan. So I may have already tried some of these treats while I was in Japan, but we will find out. I'm not sure. We'll see here. Let's see. I gotta make this thingy a little smaller because you can't see my face. There. And I don't know if that's like legible, if it's you can read it at all. I don't know. So I can't even pronounce, like my son yelled at me multiple times while we're in Japan because me and Japanese don't go together. Chizu is one of them. Osumo, barbecue snack. Kanai, making gummy grape. Okay, that's probably good. Texas corn postage. That's weird. Postage? Potage? Yugi no Yadu cracker. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Something about shrimp. Pocket monster cookie and Parinko plum. Okay. So we're just going to try one and then we'll move on to the next thing and then we'll try the next one and so on and so forth. You'll see how it goes. These are big. Look at this one. It's big. Like, that's big. I have big hands. And my whole entire hand gets covered up. So let's see what this one is. This one is... And of course, it's all in Japanese. So I can't read it at all. I think it's the Asumo by Karua. It's a savory snack in the theme of a sumo wrestler. Okay. The snack features a core of crunchy rice crackers. Okay. That's probably... Oh! It does not smell horrible. It's not bad. These are like little... They look like a weird Cheeto. They're very hard. Okay. Those are good. Yeah. It's like buttery. Yeah. I'll give that like a... I don't know, like a 6 out of 10. Okay. One down. One down. I have so much stuff. By the way, you guys check out the shirt. We have merch now. You are awesome. We have You Are Awesome mugs. We've got hats. We got beanies. We got stickers. We've got, pullovers. We got all that stuff. And we have a website. And you ready? I'm going to push a button and you guys get to watch the website. It's only like 45 seconds long, but I'll talk through it. Boom. AwesomeUSmovies.com. And this is just a scroll, whatever the latest reaction is right there. And then there's a journey, like how Awesome US Movies came to be, if you guys want to go check that out and read the bio, kind of. And then the next page is the YouTube page. And that's going to be whatever the top performing videos on YouTube are. So Forrest Gump is at the top, down to Jurassic Park. Both the Home Alones, which I found are interesting, at the top. And then the social page is just a link to all the different social media aspects that I have. And I need to put TikTok on there because I'm on TikTok now. And then here is our merch page and all the different merchandise. And we have a couple of different logos to choose from. So yeah, that's very exciting for the channel. It really is. And if you ever have questions, like if you want to send me stuff for the unboxing, my post office box is out there and all that stuff. And I will say that when we get like letters, like here, like this, like a letter, right? I have to open them because sometimes it's not from you guys. Like this one I got today, and it's just a random check for $850. It's not for me. They're trying to send it to some random apartment complex, and it got to my PO box. Don't ask me. I don't know, but we open those because we don't know what's in them. And now we've gotten to the point where I'm part of a Discord group that is all of everybody's favorite reactors, basically. It's all the reactors have banded together into a Discord group, and we talk about all the stuff that's going on and bad things and good things and comments that are funny and, like copyright issues that we're running into and editing issues and editors to choose from and stuff like that. But one of the ladies on our reaction group who does a bunch of unboxing found a Apple AirTag tracking her location from the post office, the PO box. And luckily she opened the box because her husband was very weary of this happening, and they found the Apple AirTag in the box and smashed it on the ground at the post office. So now whenever I go to the post office and there's a package, I have to come back and get my wife, and then my wife and I go together, and then she opens the box and looks inside to make sure there isn't any kind of tracking thing in there, and then we go home. There's a new rule in the house. So everyone's boxes have technically been opened. I don't know what's in them. She does. So don't get mad at me when you see the boxes are already open. Oh, Sharp Girl, you made it. It's so nice that you're on here. Sharp Girl is Stephanie for all you longtime watchers. She makes a bunch of private requests for the channel and has brought so many shows that wouldn't necessarily make it to the channel right away to the forefront. She even like one time had me do a poll on regular YouTube to see which one the people on YouTube would want you guys to watch. And I think it was like Weird Science or Real Genius or one of those. I can't remember. One of those was part of that poll. Okay, what's next? I've been getting a lot of questions about what books I'm reading, because all of you should know by now, anybody that's watched my intro, if you haven't seen any of my intros and you don't know what's going on, go watch one of the intros. It would really help. I am a massive bookworm to this day. And so everyone always wants to know what I'm reading and stuff like that. And I've thought about doing Goodreads has the option to actually create like a catalog of your books and stuff like that. And so I might do that one day. It's just having the time to actually like, I've read like over 1,000 books, you guys. I don't know that I could catalog that. So let's do some book stuff. Where's my books? Unboxing, Q&A. Where's books? I had this all set up. Trem gifted. Poster crossroads. Book banner. Click. There we go. Books. Okay. I am a big Audible book fan because I work during the day. I work on computers. I do analytics. I deal with numbers. And so I can actually listen to books while doing coding and dealing with numbers and stuff like that. So Audible had a special where the classic books from like long time ago became available for free. So in the last couple of months, I read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which was nice to revisit that one. A little Jules Verne. It was kind of nice to get back into the submarine and go into the water and all that stuff. And then I also downloaded Moby Dick. I have not read Moby Dick for probably 20 years. And so I need to go back and I need to revisit it. And apparently the live thing takes up like the whole corner of this. No, it's good. Okay. So I downloaded both of those. I already read the first one. Oh, you're good, Riley. Thanks for coming. And I'm going to be reading Moby Dick very soon. Another book series that I reread because I don't remember. I think another book is coming out in the series is the Quantum Earth books. So there's two right now. And I think there's a third one coming, and this is by Dennis E. Taylor. It's basically, I know the images are kind of like, what the heck is that? It is a book about the eruption of Yellowstone, which is a real thing that could happen. And these college physics people have figured out how to make a doorway to other dimensions, like more like an alternate Earth. And on the other side of the Earth, the volcano had already erupted like 10,000 years ago. And all the people, all the humans were dead on that side, but they're, it's all safe and everything on that side of Earth. And so they create this doorway to this other Earth, and they start grabbing people and throwing them through the door and trying to recreate society, basically, because the volcano would kill the majority of the humans on Earth. It was really good couple of books. I'm waiting for the third one to come out. So there's a couple. Okay. The Murder Bot Diaries. It sounds bad. It's not so bad. The Murder Bot Diaries, the first book is completely free on Audible, which is great. And it's short. It's a short novel, which I appreciated. I got through it in like not even a day, I don't think. I got through it really quick. And it's basically the very much in the future, and murder bots are created by corporations not to murder people, to protect people, like scientists on other planets and military safeguards and stuff like that. They're protectors of humans. And one of the bots has figured out how to disable some aspects of its operating system, and it is becoming more and more human on a daily basis. And so it's conflicting between what the corporation wants him to do and what he wants to do. And he finds out that the corporation is trying to kill some scientists that may have come across something they shouldn't have, and he's trying to protect them. It was pretty good. I might read the rest of that series. There's only 6 in there, which is hilarious. People would look at that and go, "There's 6 books. I'm never going to get through 6 books." Yeah, that's like a couple of weeks for me. I also started the Bob Lee Swagger series. If you know who Bobby Lee Swagger is, I reacted to a movie called Shooter, and that is based on a book. The book is called Point of Impact, and it's by Stephen Hunter. And he's got a whole series of these books. And so I've already read the first 2, which was Point of Impact and Blacklight. And those were very good. So I will for sure be continuing the Bob Lee Swagger series. What else? Bobiverse. There is a 4th book in the Bobiverse universe coming out in September. So I reread all of 1, 2, and 3 to get myself ready for the 4th one coming out in September. Bobiverse is basically, these people that freeze their brains so they can come back later in life. They've taken that and taken the brain part and turned it into an AI, basically. But it's a human AI. It's not like created from nothing. It's created from someone's actual memories and their brain cells and everything like that. And so he goes up into space, and the whole point of him is to recreate himself, duplicate himself multiple times, and try and find a new planet because Earth is dying and they need to get the people off of Earth to a new planet. Really, really, really great series. And this is also Dennis E. Taylor, who did the Quantum Earth series. So there you go. That's all the books that I've read in the last probably couple of months, 2 months. So there's 3 there, 2 there. That's 5. I've read one of those, 7, 8, 9, probably 9 or 10 books in the last couple of months, I think. I did read I didn't put that on here, Toto. I read the first Jack Reacher book, and it was very slow. Like, and Jack Reacher is supposed to be like action stuff, right? That's the whole point. It was so slow. Like, I was like, bah, this is. So I'm a little off Jack Reacher, and so I guess we'll have to see, because I did read the first book. Let's see. So we are done with books. Let's try another snack. Try treats. Okay, let's try another snack. Woo! Look at this one. It looks like a little tiny like pizza or something like that. What's this one? This one is the Yogi no cracker. One of the most popular rice crackers from Japan, crafted with precision and care. Okay. Let's try that. This is the second. There's a lot of rice stuff over in Japan. Smells good. Yeah. Oh, it's salty. Oh. Okay. The stuff on top is sugar, but then it's rice. Yeah, that's yummy. Because you get the really like, I mean, it's a bit dry, but the stuff on top is sugary, but then the cracker itself is kind of salty. Yeah, that was yummy. Okay, where'd the other one go? Over here. Oh, so much to do. We got so much going on. How is everybody doing? We're doing okay? Let's do our first unboxing, which is unboxing. Okay. Let's do our first unboxing. This came a long time ago. I think this came in like March, I think. This has been waiting for a while. Hold on, there's a note. I always like when they put notes, because then I know who it's from and everything. I know it's loud, I'm sorry. It says, Happy New Year 2024 from Stephanie. So thank you, Stephanie. Let's see what I got. There's another one in here. Oh, that's just Amazon. Oh, it's a Hot Wheels. Which one is it? Oh, Stephanie pays attention. It is a 1967 Camaro with the fold back lights. This is my dream car of, like, you know, one day you have like $1 million and you can buy an old car and fix it up and do it right. And that's what this is. This is my dream car when I'm old and gray and have a bunch of money, and you know, at that point I wipe it with a diaper and drive it 5 times a year. Hi, Deanna. You forgot to log at the start. Well, now you're here though, right? You made it. That's all that matters. It told me that an ad was playing. I hope not too many people. Let's see what we got. We're going to do another one. This was a letter that I got, and it's from Alberto in Dubuque, Iowa, fellow Iowan. And I already had read this because it was a couple, 3 or 4 pages. And Alberto, I just want to say that I really appreciated your letter and that I will be writing you back. I really did appreciate your letter. So thank you so much. He basically said that he's a big fan and this is his very first letter The fan letter, I guess he said. Yeah, it was his very first fan letter that he's ever written. So, yeah, it was really nice. I appreciated it. What else we got? Oh, we got this one. And this is from B. Wood from New York. And it's a Blu-ray. It's Escape from New York. I've never heard of that. Let's see what he says. This says, letter for James. There's 2 letters in here. Oh, facts and trivia after you watch the movie. That's fun. That's fun. Letter for James. Your choice for included in video or not. I think I will read this separately. Maybe. We'll see how long it is. Oh, it's kind of long. Okay. Been a fan chan for a while, and now I think you're doing a really great job with everything, and I hope you keep up the great work. Also, I must apologize for my typos and misspellings. Buddy, I am right there with you. There's a reason why Bill Gates invented spell check. Because we might be geeky people and we might be readers and all that, but guess what? We are analytical people, and analytical people sometimes not so good with the letters. Great with numbers, not so good with the letters. Okay. We got a few more packages, but now I think it's time for Q&A. Q&A. And I put it out on Patreon and I put it on YouTube community page. And people could write in their questions for the Q&A session. So let's see here. Deanna, what are your top 5 movies? Are there any you really hated? Any that you didn't even edit and post because you disliked it so much? Yes. On Patreon, it's only $5. There is an entire collection of not on YouTube. That doesn't mean I didn't like them. It just means they haven't been edited yet. We are a ways out for editing stuff. Like I'm like 3-4 weeks ahead at this point for the movie stuff, because my editor has to be given this stuff in advance. And, you know, we have to get it copyright passed, and we just went through a massive copyright problem with one of the movies coming out next Friday, I think. And we are on our version 14 of the edit, just to tell you how bad it was. It was one of the worst ones that we've ever had to deal with. Grumpy Old Men was my worst one that I've ever had to deal with, and this is his first that it was bad. Version 14 of the edit. That's horrible. There's a lot that goes into that. It's, you know, making a small edit that they want done, processing that edit, uploading it to a site where I can then download it, getting it downloaded, then uploading that to YouTube for them to check copyright, getting a new copyright, going back to the editor, telling him what the new copyright is, and starting that process all over again. So yeah, it's a process. It's bad. Movies I hated and will never get edited. I don't know that I've ever hated anything. I just didn't have a fondness for it. I don't really hate anything in this world. But there was one with Johnny Depp that someone requested, and the whole entire movie was him doing drugs. The entire movie. It was like going to LA or escaping from Las Vegas or something like that. And it was just him just drugged out of his mind the entire time. It was bad. Yes. Thank you. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. That's what it was. It was just bad. And then there was Flintstone movies that someone had me watch. and it was live action Flintstones. There is some great like practical effects in that. I will give them that. The practical effects were amazing in that movie. But as for the movie itself, it was so bad. It was not great. It was not good. It was not good. But there's others out there that were like, you know, they were okay. It's just not my cup of tea. That's all it is. It just came down to not my cup of tea. Uh, those are all available as full reactions over on Patreon. And there's like 30 of them, 30 different movies out there under the not on YouTube at this point. Um, what else? Okay, that was one question. So thanks, Deanna. I got that. Sharp Girl asks, you always say you only had 3 channels on your TV, so you just didn't watch it. However, you never mention how far away from the nearest movie theater it was. 5 towns, 2 towns. The closest movie theater was at least an hour and a half driving for sure. But I never went. I'd never gone to a movie theater. When I lived on the farm, it just didn't happen. We didn't go. It was an hour and a half away. Who would drive to a movie theater an hour and a half to go to a 1.5 hour movie to drive back an hour and a half? It wasn't gonna it wasn't gonna happen. It was a long ways away. Okay, what else? Let's do a couple more. Hikato, who's over on Patreon, one of our members over there. Before the channel, you weren't a movie person. After watching these, are there any favorites that you'd watch again? Yes. I have seen Happy Gilmore since I've done the reaction. I've seen Tommy Boy since I've done the reaction. I've watched Forrest Gump since I did the reaction. What else? The thing is I try to do a lot of traveling. I go on 1 international trip a year. I try. That's a deal my wife and I have for each other. And so when I get on the plane, like a big plane, they have actual screens in front of your, chair, and you can scroll through and like watch movies and stuff. And a lot of times they have Friends on there, and so I just watch those, or Big Bang Theory is on there sometimes. But I scroll through the movies and I don't know 99% of them all the time. But if I catch like, oh, I've seen Happy Gilmore and Tommy Boy and Forrest Gump, if I've seen them on the channel at this point, then I'll indulge myself and watch them a second time. But I will not like watch a movie that is gonna be wanted on the show on the channel later. I can't. It's gotten to the point where I'm like, my time for movies is for you guys. It's not to go watch movies, at home with other people. It's for you guys, because then I just wasted 2 hours and I can't get it edited and there's no reaction and I can't give it to you guys. So there's positives and negatives. I've been yelled at that they just want to watch a movie with me, but like I have a granddaughter now. She's amazing little girl. And there's some modern cartoons, I guess you would call them, or animation, whatever you want to call, that they want me to watch for her, with her. And I haven't seen them. I'm like, well, I'm not going to watch them. We can watch, I watched How to Train Dragon. I've seen like the original Toy Story. We can watch that. Like, let's watch the ones I've seen. And so there might be some more animation stuff on the channel because they want me to watch it. That way I can watch it with her as she grows up, because these are going to be her favorite movies. Whether she likes it or not, apparently. She doesn't get to choose what her favorite movies are. These are going to be it. So I might have to do a couple more animation things just to, appease my future grandchild. Right, exactly. he's like, well, Fish is like, come on, let's get this going. Let's get those animated movies going. I don't know. They want me to watch that the snow girl, whoever she is. They want that because she's a girl, and I don't know. It's a big deal, I guess. They want me to watch her or whatever that is. And then a movie about a magical house or something, and people have magical powers in it. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. The Snow Girl. Yeah, Ryan, what am I supposed to be calling her? I don't know. She does snow things. I, I don't know. I don't know. I'm an out of touch grandpa when it comes to the new stuff apparently. Okay. B Moser, he's on here right now. It's Brandon. Um what's the worst country of snacks and flavors you got? Well, I've only gotten 2 snacks. I've gotten the Japan one, and the first one was Singapore. And there was a couple of gnarly ones in the Singapore one. I remember that. Um, but I haven't gotten a bad one, the Japan one. So let's try another treat. Let's do that. Let's get out a Q&A. And let's go do try treats. Let's see what we got. This one looks fun. What's this one? This one it's swirly. I think it's the gummy grape. You know I'm going to like this. I like gummy stuff. Oh, it's like a hand. Check it out. You see it? There's like a star and there's like a hand, like a rope. Let's see how this is. It totally smells like a grape. I'm going to eat the star. Oh, it's not easy to get out. I think it melted. Yeah, it totally melted. There's nothing wrong with that. It tastes like a grape gummy. Oh my God, that's yummy. I can't eat the. There we go. Here we go. Oh, he lost one of his fingers. He lost 2 of his fingers. Huh. So far, Japan's doing great. 3 for 3. Yummy. That's great. If anybody's noticed, I'm wearing the new Awesome US Movies You Are Awesome shirt. And we've got coffee mugs. We have our own website, awesomeusmovies.com. Boy, that grape one was yummy. I'm going to have to eat that whole thing when we're done here. Let's talk about what movies are coming out in the next few weeks. The next 3 weeks. I'm giving you guys big previews here. Okay? And I'm told by my boys, these are going to be big weeks. These are big, big movies. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. So hold on. You ready? Week number 1 coming out Monday and Friday is Deadpool and Ocean's 11. So Deadpool on Monday and Ocean's 11 on Friday. And then I am watching the Cobra Kai series and I'm finishing up Ted Lasso. By the way, thank you, Kelsey, for the Happy Father's Day. I appreciate it. So that Deadpool was absolutely mind-boggling hilarious, but it was so off the wall that it kind of caught me off guard because I'm used to like MCU superhero movies, and this is not an MCU superhero movie at all. And all the movies that are on here are full reactions are over on Patreon. If you see a movie that you want, that's over on Patreon. The next one is Step Brothers and Starship Troopers. That's not this week. That's 2 weeks from now. And again, Cobra Kai and Ted Lasso over on Patreon. And Starship Troopers is the one we are on edit 14 of Starship Troopers. I think we just finally got it actually put out there. So we will see how that goes. And then the week after that is Courtroom Drama Week. It is Primal Fear and A Time to Kill. So all the movies on Fridays are Patreon picks, and then I've been trying really hard to talk to my kids about what movie would go with that Friday. I'm trying to make more like themed weeks. And so we're gonna try that this year, is trying to do more theme-based weeks. So Primal Fear, fantastic, and A Time to Kill. Those are both courtroom dramas coming out in 3 weeks. So next week is Deadpool and Ocean's 11. The week after that is Step Brothers and Starship Troopers. And A Time to Kill and Primal Fear is 3 weeks from today. So there you go. There's a little preview on what's coming to the channel. I hope you're excited, because I am. I'm super excited. We're doing a lot of cool stuff. We got awesomeusmovies.com now. We have our own merch store. I started a TikTok thing. I don't quite get it, but someone yelled at me, and so I'm doing TikTok. There's a few out there already, and hopefully we'll be making some more shorts, because shorts don't do well on YouTube, but apparently shorts do well on TikTok. So we'll see how that goes. Let's do unboxing. Let's see what we got. Where's unboxing? Okay, this one is from Liberty Express in New York. And it's a book. The Water of Life, a treatise on urine therapy by John Armstrong. I'm not so sure. A Water of Life, a treatise on urine therapy. I will have to read a few pages of this, and we'll see how this one comes out. I wasn't quite prepared for that book. Okay, let's see what else we got. We got some DVDs, I think, made in Australia. Is there a thing in here? A note? There's no note. Gamera, the Heishi era. Does this look familiar to anybody? There's 4 of them. Gamera, the Brave, Revenge of Iris, Attack of Legion, and the Guardians of the Universe. Huh. Okay, well, I will have to look into these, or I'll have my boys look into them and see if this is something that should go on the channel. Cool. Well, thank you very much, whoever sent this. I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. We got all the... Oh, there's one more unboxing. You guys are going to love this. It's not... Well, I'm not there yet, is the problem. But it's so cool that I want to show everybody. So the way it works is when you get to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, you get a plaque from YouTube. It's a silver plaque, and then the next plaque they give you is like at 1 million, and then there's a 10 million one, I think, or 100 million. I can't remember. I think it's 1,000, 100,000, and then 100 million. I think are the 3 plaques that you get. Anyways, someone saw that I'm getting close to 25,000 subs. And so they had this made for me. I love this. They made me a little tiny YouTube plaque that says, presented to Awesome US Movies for passing 25,000 subscribers. It's little, but I love it. Isn't it cute? I should put it back here. Look at. Can I put that back there? No, see, it's too far away. That's a problem with green screens. I'm not to 25,000 yet. That's the problem. Here, I'll put this up. Hold on. Where's my thing? No, that's not it. This week. Moby Dick. Oh, here we go. We are at 21,600 subscribers. So we're not at 25,000. We still have 3,500 to go. It's a little too soon, but I loved it so much. I wanted to show everybody. I so appreciated the gift. And they just sent it. It didn't come in like with a note or nothing. Your screen says 21.7. We've gone up a little bit. That's great. Yeah, I made this 21.5, but it's a 21.6. But I made a little like 21.5. Woo! We didn't celebrate 20,000. The last one we did was like 15,000. So we're going up. It's just going up a little bit at a time. Okay, let's do another treat. This one actually has English on it. It says barbecue snacks right there in green, but you can't read it right there. This is trytreats.com. There's a link below, and you get 15% off if you use the coupon code AwesomeUSMovies. They don't smell barbecue. They just look like rice. I don't taste the barbecue. They just taste like rice. That one's like a 3 out of 10. That one's just okay. It doesn't taste bad. It's just really bland, and they don't really taste like barbecue. My little thing is yelling at me the ad's gonna start in 20 seconds, so watch out. There's an ad coming. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Weak sauce. Okay, what else? We're gonna do Q&A while the ads run in for everybody. Turn this off. Okay, their ad. Okay, let's see what we got. Chad Fisher. This is a twofer. But who's my favorite male actor and my favorite female actress thus far as we show? Okay. I've talked about this previously. My favorite male actor is Tom Hanks. I've seen so many of his movies. And one of the movies that I just got done watching is where is it? I popped on the screen earlier. Captain Phillips, which was really good. It was super intense. I didn't think it was going to be a very intense movie, and it was really intense. So, and he was sensational, and so was the guy from Somalia. He was really good too. And that will eventually be getting a YouTube edit, but it's going to be like a month before we get to it. But it will. It'll be on YouTube here pretty quickly, and Patreon pretty quickly as a full reaction, and eventually it will get a YouTube edit. And this was a private request from Steph, so thank you to her. Other movies that I just released over on Patreon today for everybody to watch is I watched the entire first season of Ozark. And so that whole entire first season is on Patreon now for everybody to watch. A movie with the Karate Kid, the guy that plays the Karate Kid, called Crossroads. It was a jazz movie, It was actually really good. I like the jazz in it. It was actually it was really good. What else? And then there's a movie someone private requested called Gifted, which was kind of heartbreaking. But the interesting part is it had um the guy who Captain America was the main guy. And I've never seen him in anything except for Captain America. So that was nice to see him in more of a dramatic role. And it was really good. So all those are over on Patreon, and most likely those will all get YouTube edits at some point and be on YouTube. I mean, but if you want to be ahead of the game, you really need to get over to Patreon. I've got like 20 or 30 movies over there that are on Patreon that aren't on YouTube yet. They're just waiting to be edited. And while I'm talking about that, someone asks, scientific, no, yeah, scientific alley stupid, which was their username over on YouTube, said, do you do your own editing? Yes, I did do my own editing for the first 2 years of this channel. And I really got burnt out. And it was bad. And so I hired an editor full time, basically. And he does all of my edits now, except for the TV shows. I have a second channel, if you don't know, called it's Awesome Shows. Instead of Awesome US Movies, it's Awesome Shows. That's on YouTube. And I do all the editing for Awesome Shows, and he does all the editing for Awesome US Movies. So that we kind of split the work up. It's expensive, but he's worth it because he does a great job. And I'm sure you guys have noticed, like, things are like when you're watching a show and I talk about a movie that I've already seen, the poster will pop up and he'll make little fun references to different people that I've seen in other movies and stuff like that. He's doing a great job. So make sure you guys give a shout out to the editor in the comments because he does read the comments on my reactions. Let's do some more Q&A. Greetings from New York, James. Hi, New York. How are you? As I've written you before, your channel is one of my absolute favorites. Thank you so much. When there's nothing new that catches my interest on YouTube, I tend to go back and rewatch some of your older reactions and just work my way back to recent ones. I hope your wife and children and Bear. Bear is my very small dog. We also have a larger dog called Oscar. They've both been on the channel. Are all doing well. Best wishes to my mother. We should probably talk about that. I had a video in, I think, January, maybe. I don't remember. My mother had a very bad form of breast cancer that is super, super rare. And most doctors don't even know what it is because it's so rare. They thought she had shingles for like 6 months. And it was actually a really rare form of breast cancer. So she, in the last 8 months probably, she's gone through about 5 or 6 rounds of chemo, and she has had a full mastectomy on one side and a partial mastectomy on the other side. And she's in the process of recovering from that, and then she's now taking chemotherapy pills that I didn't know was a thing, and she's doing really well with those. And so that she's basically nearly done. Her hair's all growing back now and everything, and she's in a good place. The downside is the very type of cancer that she has is an 80% mortality rate over 5 years, which means 80% of the people that contract this type of cancer will die within 5 years. That's what a mortality rate is it doesn't say, it sounds like it's a good thing. 80% will survive. It's a complete opposite, actually. It's the mortality rate is the percentage of people that will most likely die in a related amount of time. But she's doing quite well. My mother is a force to be reckoned with, just like my grandmother is. I could write a book about my grandmother. She's one of my most favorite people in the entire world. We just celebrated her 95th birthday. And even today, she is just a little firecracker. You don't really mess with grandma because she'll whack you with a spoon. That's, and I know for a fact she'll do it. It's happened many times, many times. But thank you for asking about my mom and my family. Let's see what else we got. Why don't we look at a Q&A on the stream? So if anybody has a Q&A question that they didn't put in comments, I'll wait just a minute, and you can put your question in the stream and I will answer it now. Hi, Goldie. Glad you could catch the live stream. Your stepmom turns 100 in January? That's amazing. 100 years old. That's crazy. Have I ever thought about movies you watch with your kids to the watch list? There's a couple of 90s movies I keep thinking about asking if the right poll comes up. You ever think of adding the movies you watched with your kids to the watch list? No, because I mean, I'm not going to. A good reaction is a blind reaction, in my opinion. So I don't really want to know anything about the movie going into it. So yeah, no, I would like I saw the original Toy Story a million years ago with my kids, like the original Aladdin and the original Lion King and like the old Disney stuff. That my kids like kids today don't even know like that they exist. So that's how long it's been. So there you go. That's how long it's been. Have you heard of the show The Bear? No, I have not, but I can write that down. Sorry, James. What I may ask of your mom already tried. I mean, yes, she actually is getting immunotherapy as part of her cancer treatment. That's actually built into cancer treatment now. Is the immunotherapy is actually part of the chemo portion of that her disease. So now when they do it, they do immunotherapy sessions between chemos to keep your stats up. Would you ever consider the series Schitt's Creek? Yes. Schitt's Creek was on the last Patreon poll. It did not win. Cobra Kai won over Schitt's Creek. And it's SCHITTS YouTube, not the other word. It's not a bad thing. It's an okay thing. Are you going to do any more horror movies? Of course. Kelsey, I did all kinds of horror movies last October, and I actually enjoyed some of them. I did the first Chucky movie, which was hilarious, not horror. It was hilarious. I did Final Destination, which I really like, so we're probably going to do another one of those. I did Scary Movie, which was really funny, and I did Scream. And so I've been told I need to watch like Scream 2, and there's a Scary Movie 2, and there's a Final Destination 2, and there's a Chucky 2. So I'll probably be doing all of those this October, because October is definitely horror month or like that kind of stuff. YouTube channels don't do very well with like horror-esque movies on off, like doing it during specific times of the years and stuff like that. So I'll probably, yes, I will be doing that. I'm from Western Massachusetts, and I was wondering if you've ever seen Jaws. Yes, Jaws. I did see Jaws, and there is a reaction on my channel, Julie. Thank you very much for asking. Will I be bringing Cobra Kai to? Yes. Cobra Kai will eventually be coming to the Awesome Shows channel, not the Awesome US Movies channel. I don't know if you spelled it right or not, Goldie. I just know it's not a bad word. It's an okay word. What else are we doing? Let's try another treat, and then we'll do some more Q&A. And then we're getting, I think we're getting through these pretty quickly. Ooh, what's this guy? He's little. Just a little guy. I think I'm gonna sneeze. I don't know. There's no red anything on here. Uh-oh, I have a treat that I don't know what it is. Cool. Well. Oh, it says Pocket Monsters. There was something about monsters on here, wasn't there? Yeah, Pocket Monster Cookie. Except my picture's green. It's down there in the corner. This one's red. Maybe they're different flavors. Oh! That's chocolate something. Very dry. Not bad. I'll eat all that. I wouldn't call that chocolate. I'd call that a brownie. No, yummy. That was good. Yeah. Thanks, Ryan, for coming. Happy Father's Day. That was dry. Oh my. Okay. Let's do more Q&A. Let's see here. From T291. Greetings from Finland. Hello, Finland. When you're planning on watching movie JFK. JFK has actually come up. I think I did Don't Murder the President, or like assassination of a president, and that one didn't win. What won? Shooter won for that one. So it's been on the poll, it just didn't win. Will I be continuing to watch the Terminator movies? Probably not. I watched the first two and was told to not keep going forward. I hope your mom is doing well. I've given an update on that. Love your reactions. You're very funny. Thank you. Have a great summer. You too, T291. This is from Northern Shrew. Would you consider group-funded requests? When they get to a certain level, you pop the popcorn. I would need more information on that, Northern Shrew. I don't know what a group-funded request is. Is there some app or something out there that you sign up and like different people put money into a piggy bank, and then once the piggy bank gets full, then you watch a reaction? Is that how it works? I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to wait to find out more information about that one, Northern Shrew. Okay, J-O-W Owen Full. J Owen Full. Are you planning on continuing MCU? Kinda yes, kinda no. It doesn't do well on my channel at all. Like, it's bad. I think the last one only got like a couple of thousand views. That's all. And so from a business standpoint, it doesn't make sense to continue. But if the demand is there, I'll watch pretty much anything except for some of the crazy horror movies. So if the demand is there, yes. If there's no demand, then no. Did I ever read comic books when I was a kid? Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Batman or something along those lines? Yes and yes. I did not just read a little bit of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I played the video games and they were awesome. Who's your favorite turtle? That's what I want to know. I think mine was Donatello. Batman, I am aware of Batman. I've read a little bit of Batman. I've read a little bit of Superman. I know their like start story, their origin story, you know? So I know who they are. I just haven't watched. I watched one Superman. I haven't watched any Batman movies. I don't think there are any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies that I'm aware of. Um, what else? I don't know. I already, Kelsey, I did watch, oh no. I don't know, Heartbreak Ridge. I watched Hacksaw Ridge. It was really good. I don't know what Heartbreak Ridge is. Are there any movies you're looking forward to watching that are being suggested to you? Yeah, and I just went through them the next few weeks. Those were movies that came up that I hadn't gotten to, that I got yelled at by my boys for not seeing. Like Deadpool and Step Brothers. They've both been requested a whole lot and I hadn't gotten to them yet. And so I got yelled. I had to like, okay, you have to watch these. They put a line in the sand. You have to watch these movies. We're sick of not talking about them at dinner. They're funny like that. They get super hyper about stuff that I haven't seen. Okay, let's eat another snack and then we will get back to Q&A. Yeah, before we get to Q&A, put your questions in the comment section and then I will read off from there. Let's see what we got. We got anything really weird in here? No. Oh, what's this? Corn potage. Corn potage. What is corn potage? Savory sweet cheese. Let's see how these are. Oh, they're little, what do you call it? They're corn puffs. No, they're not. Okay. You just gotta kind of get used to it. It's kind of a shock to the system. It's like a 2 out of 10. Nope. I didn't like that one. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's try this one. Cheese arar. Oh, that one left a taste in my mouth. It was kind of blah. Oh my goodness. I can't even open it. There we go. Woo! Yeah, very cheesy. They look like Fritos. I love Fritos. Look at. They look like Fritos. Well, those aren't bad. Very bland. They're not big on big flavors over there for their snacks. I noticed that when we were over there. Those are pretty good. I'd say they're like a 4 out of 10. And by the way, if anybody wants to see my some of the pictures from Japan, over on Patreon, it's a public post. You can just search for the word Japan, and it'll pull up a whole bunch of pictures of me and my son in Japan, including petting baby pigs. That was one of the things we did, which he didn't grow up on a farm at all. That was me. I was used to being like, pigs, whatever. It was like, okay. And he wanted to do it so bad. We paid like, I don't know, like 40, $50 to go and like have these pigs sit on our lap and feed the pigs and pet the pigs and stuff like that. And it was just like, he was like, okay, I'm from Iowa. It's a statistic. There are more pigs than people in Iowa. That's a real thing. Where there's pigs, we have millions of pigs. It's not like they're like roaming around. They're all penned because we're making all the pork for all of you. That's what we're doing. Okay, we're almost done with our box. Yeah, all these I haven't tasted that one. I tasted that one already. I tasted that one. This is something different. I got 2 more things, then we're done with the trytreats.com. Oh. I'm not gonna like this one. It's fishy. I don't like fishy. I'm not gonna like it. I'll do it though. They're like weird looking. They're kind of like Oh, they're not bad. Oh, I was surprised. Not horrible. Those are okay. I'll give those like a 5 out of 10. I usually really don't like fishy things. That was more like shrimpy. That was shrimpy. Okay, we're down to our last little thing. It's a little tiny circle. I think this is the Yugi No is what this one is. Oh, very strong flavors. The smells, I mean. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not great though. That's fishy. That's really fishy. I don't like that one. Ugh. It wasn't the worst. The worst was last time we had Singapore and there was like this like what was it? Seaweed? It was like a seaweed thing. Oh, that was the worst. Okay, that's all my box. I ate everything. I tried I didn't eat everything. I tried everything. I think my favorite was this guy here. I'm going to keep him and eat it. There. Is that in the way? Yes, of course it's in the way. We'll put this over here. I think this was my favorite. This guy. The grape guy. The only problem with the grape guy is he's like really tough to like eat. Okay. Deanna, you're funny. It's not bad. Tell your face that. Okay, that's trytreats.com. And you put the code AwesomeUSMovies and you get 15% off your first box or your like monthly box or whatever it is. I don't know. It's just something fun to do. Brandon on here on the chat has tried it and he thinks it's fun too. You're just getting like, you know, you get to try out some weird crap from a different country every month. It's fun, you know? Listen to me, I'm such a great ambassador. You gotta try out some weird crap from different countries. I'm such a great ambassador. I gotta turn the AC on. It's hot in here. Oh, come on. Okay, there it goes. Okay, was there any questions? Let's see. The Bridges of Madison County is a classic. Okay, I have been to Madison County and I've seen the bridges. I know there's a movie about the bridges. I haven't seen it. Let's see. Let's see what else. The beat treat box I'd received so far was Italy. France. My mistake. Okay. How was it, Brandon? Was it good? I bet France would be a bunch of good stuff. I've been to Italy, so I'd probably like that one. There's not a lot of bad things to eat in Italy. I'm sure the same is true for France, but who knows? Okay, let's do some more Q&A, and then we're going to be closing down here in the next probably 15 minutes here. Toto wants to recommend the movie Frequency because it's Father's Day, so obviously it has something to do with fathers and sons and things like that. So thank you very much. I have written it down, Toto. It was a lot of cheesy snacks, Brandon. Okay. That doesn't sound horrible. Let's see. I think I've answered all the questions. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, here's one from Retro Sneakers. He's over on Patreon. He's one of our patrons. What is life like growing up in Iowa? Probably a lot like whatever life you grew up in. Other than we have I mean, I'm in a major city now. I'm in the capital of Iowa. It's Des Moines, Iowa. There's a lot of us. It's a city, you know, just like everybody else. It's just I don't know. Like we've talked to international people and they can obsess about fat Americans. And every time I go to a foreign country, I see the reason why we probably have weight issues compared to other countries. And that is because in order for us to go to a store, in order us for go get groceries or just go to any type of buying anything, we have to get into a car and we have to physically drive there. And then we go to a parking lot that's right in front of the store and then we walk inside and that's the amount of walking we do. Every time I go to foreign countries, people don't even have cars. They have mass transit to the nines. Like there's mass transit everywhere. So you are walking from your house or condo or apartment or whatever it is. You're walking from that to a train station, to a bus station. You're getting on that. You're standing, you're sitting, you're waiting. You get off at a bus station. It's not right in front of the store you want to go to. You have to physically walk from there, go across the street, go 2 blocks up, go 3 blocks over. You know, there's a lot of walking in foreign countries. And I think that's a problem in America. Like New Yorkers, they did a study, and people in New York are not as heavy as normal Americans. Why? Because the massive mass transit system, and they have to walk freaking everywhere they go, and they can't afford a car because there's nowhere to park it. So there's less fat people in New York because they're constantly walking to and from everywhere they want to go. And I think that's just a big piece of it. I have a weight problem. I am fat. I know this. I am working on it. That little grape thing didn't help, but whatever. It's a goal of mine to really get my weight down. I'd like to lose about probably 40, 50 pounds. But I don't want to be too skinny. I would like to be extra large, is what my shirt size I would like to be. And right now I'm an XXL. I would like to be an XL. I think that's where I would be a happy medium in my life. I don't want to be super skinny. It's just, I don't know. It gets cold here. Fat helps. It gets really cold here. Another reminder, we now have awesomeusmovies.com, the website, and we have merchandise like this awesome shirt. You are awesome. And we've got mugs. And we've got all kinds of stuff. We've got beanies and sweatshirts, hoodies, and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I don't know. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. We opened a TikTok channel, so there's a TikTok Awesome US Movies on TikTok now. You can check that if you want to. Do you ever read Vonnegut? Yeah, a long time ago I did, but I haven't read in a long time. Like back in college, I read quite a bit, but not anymore. I'm not a big, that type of reading. I'm more sci-fi, fantasy, military, that kind of stuff. Let's see, what other Q&A questions are out there before we close up? I put up a stop James from losing weight. Who's one sign? No, I need to lose some weight. I'm a little heavy for myself. I'm not happy with my current weight. I mean, even if I lost like 20 pounds, I would feel better about myself. I don't want to be a big guy. I'm big enough. I appreciate that though. I was in Puerto Rico in March and I walked more than in the 2 weeks I was there than 2 months since I've been home. Exactly, Cookie, and that's a problem. One really cool thing that's happening is I will be taking my wife and I have been married for 20 years now. Our anniversary is coming up. And so I am taking her to Hawaii for our 20th anniversary. We've been saving up for a long time to go on this trip because it's very expensive to go out there. But more importantly for me, not so much her, is it will be my 50th state. I will have completed all 50 states in the United States of America before the age of 50. That has been a goal of mine for quite some time. I got Alaska done last year with my sister, and I will be going to Hawaii in October, and that will complete my 50th state. And I think it's a big deal. I mean, how many people do you know in your life that you've talked to that have been to 50 states, all 50 states? And so I'm really proud of it. I'm hoping that I can get some more states, not just states but countries. Right now I have been to Ireland, I've been to the United Kingdom, I've been to Wales, I've been to Scotland, I've been to Italy, and I've been to Japan. And then Mexico and Canada, but and then some of the Caribbean. But like Mexico and Japan is like it's only like to get to I'm sorry, to Canada and Mexico. Just to get to Canada, it's like 6 hours away. I could just drive up 6 hours and I could be in Canada. It's a different country. So it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal to say you've been to Canada when you live in northern part of America. It's like, yeah, well, you just drove across the border. Some countries I really want to get to is like Iceland, France, Germany, Sweden, some of that. Spain, probably. My heritage is I'm a Spaniard. Um so my great 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 five greats, four or five greats was from Spain. And so someday maybe I'll get to Spain and think about my heritage a little bit. I'm from some monarch or something a bazillion years ago. I'm from some royal thing. I don't know. It was a weird story. He like got kicked out of the country and then he was the ambassador to the king of like France or something for a while and then they kicked him back out of France and he went back to Spain. That should tell you the kind of family I'm from. He's some like monarch or something from Spain. I don't know. My wife thinks it's hilarious that my heritage is some guy that got kicked out of his own country and then went to work for the king and then got kicked out of that country and forced back to his own country. She's like, oh, that's my husband, all right. Oh, I think we're about done. If you guys have any questions that you'd like to get answered right away, put them in chat and I will answer those. But we've had a lot of fun. We got some Q&A done. I showed you what's coming for the next few weeks. I talked about merch and I talked about our website, awesomeusmovies.com, our second channel, which is Awesome Shows on YouTube. Don't kick James out of the US. Thank you. I haven't had any problems with the law here. I the seven continents is an interesting Deanna. I think I'm with you, but like Australia is really far away. Like the flight to get to Japan was really, really long. And the flight to get to Australia is even farther. um Kenlix, I have read all 7 of the Harry Potter books multiple times. Like probably 4 times or 5 times. And I've seen the Harry Potter movies. I've read all of the Lord of the Rings stuff and seen all the movies. Now, one thing that I have done that I haven't seen is I have read all of the Song of Ice and Fire books. Most of you would know that called Game of Thrones. The actual books are called Song of Ice and Fire. Ice and Fire is two different types of swords. That's the name of the swords. So I have not seen Game of Thrones. I know it's a thing, but I've read all the books. And so the problem is if I watched Game of Thrones, I would already know like everything that happens up to like he's only written 4 or 5 books. And so I would know everything that happens up to that point. I've read those books twice and they're big. They're like big books. They're huge. Tyrion Lannister is probably my favorite inner monologue character I've ever read in my entire life. His inner monologue is the best. And I would just be scared to death that they would ruin my favorite character. I would so be scared. She trains military dogs. That's cool, Julie. My son, who is graduating soon, is most likely going into the military. We're very proud of him. It wasn't even us pushing him for that. It's just he's super cheap and he knows the military will pay for college. So that's what it came down to. He's like, yeah, you know, patriotism and all that stuff, but they pay for college. That's what he said. No, I've not read The Neverending Story, but I did watch the movie. So, yeah. The books are different from the show, Toto says. Like, how different, though? Because there's, like, a lot of death in those books. And I know everybody that dies. So I'm not sure. I don't know. One day I might do Game of Thrones. Because everybody yells at me and tells me to watch Game of Thrones. But, you know, we'll see. I know Gravy. It's not just that. He is very like most likely what will happen is he will go in the military and he will stay in the military. I don't see him just going in for 3 or 4 years and then just going and doing college. I think he'll be in it for a good 10, 12 years is what I think is going to happen. I've never seen Game of Thrones, but I know the last season's way different. Okay. Is Game of Thrones worth the watch? Well, I don't know. Oh, it is. Kelsey says it is. No. Kelsey's seen it. Says, is Game of Thrones? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I think we're about done. It's been about an hour and a half. I want to thank everybody so much for showing up and hanging out with me and watching the channel and subscribing. Thank you so much to you for subscribing to the channel. But yeah, thank you so much. And never forget that you are awesome. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy Father's Day to the fathers out there. And happy Mother's Day too, because you know, moms need the credit. It should be Mother's Day every day. But yeah, thanks everybody. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.